Welcome to the first session on the innovation today. Last year I was here and talked about the most important thing utilities have to solve, and that's system integration. Today I want to continue on the story and give you some insights what we learned from working with many utilities around the world. My name is Thorsten Heller, I'm CEO in Greenbird, and as you can see, it's a Norway-based company, and we are serving utilities not only in Scandinavia, we are serving utilities around the entire world. So what I'm going to talk about today is the changes we see in the utilities and what you and we as suppliers in the utility sphere have to do. Decentralization, deregulation, decarbonization and digitalization, what it means, we have a huge change, the energy revolution. What it means for all of us enormous changes, and the entire industry will be changed. And I want to give you some examples how the industry is changing. The first thing, power generation. The power generation is changed because from being centralized power generation, the power generator has to manage more and more assets the power generators are not owning anymore. And that means from being a generator, centralized generator with more and more renewables, the power generator has to be much more a power integrator. Why that? Because they have to integrate renewables, they have to integrate assets they don't own anymore, but they have to integrate it. It's a huge change. The consumers now, the new consumers, the young people, think about it. These people, they do not watch TV, they stream Netflix. And the young people, they don't buy CDs anymore, but they subscribe to Spotify. And these people, the new generation, they are not dating as I did my dating years ago. They use Tinder. The generation here is used to swipe left if they hate something, to swipe right when they love something. Do you really think that these people would buy an energy tariff or consumption? No. These people will buy a service. These people will buy 100 kilometers mobility. These people will maybe buy 21 degrees in their apartments. But these people do not buy consumption kilowatt hours. It's a huge change. And we have to think about it. That means as a retailer, you have to be a lifestyle provider. The DSO, the grid operators, with more and more local production, they have to be able to integrate local production microgrids into the network. Today the network is one directional. In the future it's bidirectional. As a utility, you have a choice. You have to do a choice today. So either you operate a commoditized infrastructure, but then you are out of business in 5 or 10 years. Or you can be a utility driving innovation, you can be a platform utility. And the platform digital utility is a concept which is important for the entire industry. Digital means 100% digitized processes. And platform means the utilities have to be able to integrate assets, to integrate parts of the value chain, both from an infrastructure and a platform point of view. If they don't do that, they're gonna be out of business. And if they do that, and that's something important happening, the platform utility will be the platform operator for smart city. Why that? Because 60, 70, 80% of all smart city use cases are related to electricity. Data, the new electricity. If you think back 100 years ago, all companies around the world had to leverage electricity. They had to use electricity. And the companies that weren't able to use electricity were out of business. The same is happening with data. The utilities that aren't able to use data in a smart way are out of business in 5 years. 90% of the data a utility has today is not used at all, and that's called dark data. So utilities have to leverage the 90% of data they are not using to create grid value. And the last thing I want to tell everybody, a utility to become the platform utility cannot do project as a utility is used to. You have to apply a lean startup mindset. You have to apply a mindset where you foster innovation, where you drive innovation. Otherwise, utilities, all of us being part of the energy system, we're gonna be out of business in 5 years. So if we are not supporting the utilities, become a platform digital utility where data is the most important thing, and if we don't help utilities to embrace the lean startup mindset, we all gonna be out of business. Thanks.